Public speaking is not easy for many people, and it is especially difficult in the courtroom. So if you're a new lawyer and you're having a tough time speaking at court, or if you're a lay person and you're anxious about having to go to court and give testimony and speak, this is my advice to you. First of all, if you start to speak and you feel yourself getting nervous, you need to accept the fact that you're nervous and just tell yourself it's okay. Right? If you accept the fact you're nervous and you don't fight and resist the adrenaline, it will come down a lot faster. Right? You'll calm down much more quickly. And if you're okay with being nervous, everybody else will be okay with the fact that you're nervous. If you're a lay person, you can even say you're nervous, all right? And that won't affect your credibility at all. It will ease the tension in the room for everybody, including yourself, if you just say, I'm sorry, I'm nervous right now, all right? So if you get nervous, just accept it, be okay with it, ride it out, and it'll go away much more quickly if you just let it happen. Second, don't prepare a script. The more scripted you are, the more anxiety you're going to have, because you're not getting up and just talking to the court when you have a script. You're giving a performance, and you need to remember your lines, and you have to get them right, or there's this fear that the whole thing is going to come apart when you start talking. Right? So don't have a script. It's not going to sound natural if you're scripted. Think about what you want to say, know what you want to say in general, and maybe have a few notes to bring before the court when you start speaking. There are some people, especially lay people and intelligent, educated lay people, who will get up with a prepared script and just read it to the court. So they're not publicly speaking, they're just publicly reading. It's not as effective, all right? And I think they use it almost as a shield to protect themselves from having to actually speak. You don't want to do that, okay? You can kind of have that protection. You can have your notepad with you with a few notes on it, but just have some bullet points, some general ideas, and you won't have as much anxiety when you get up and start speaking. And then lastly, you should be yourself. And this is this helps me, but it may not help other people. Right? There are some lawyers and even judges, when they're in the courtroom, it's almost as if they're playing a role. When you speak with them outside the courtroom, they're like an entirely different person. All right? They have a different vocabulary, a different demeanor. They're much more natural and at ease. And then when they go into the courtroom, they go on record, everything changes. The way they speak, the way they carry themselves. It's almost as if they're playing a role. And I actually think that helps those people, the people who behave like that. I cannot do that. It's just totally unnatural for me. I get nervous. I start to choke on my words. I really have to be myself, be natural. To give one example, if you go into the courtroom, you'll see lawyers when they speak to the judge, everything they say has the words "Your Honor" attached to it. So yes, Your Honor, no, Your Honor, this, Your Honor, that, Your Honor. I can't do that. It's totally unnatural for me. So I will call the judge Your Honor, of course, but I don't keep saying it. It just doesn't sound right to me. It's not natural for me, so I don't do it. And I'm much more comfortable when I just talk like a normal person to the judge and the other people in the courtroom. All right? So be yourself. You'll be much more at ease. I've written a blog post on this, and I'll put it in the description below.